Cynthia Shearer from Our Life Story can teach us how to write our own story in an ebook or in a book format. But today I'm going to talk to Cynthia about other ways to capture your story. So welcome, Cynthia.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. And for people who don't really want an ebook or a physical book for their life story, how else can they capture their story?
Absolutely. There are many ways that we can capture our stories. And one of the things that we've been finding out in our research and the development of the Our Life Story website was many people are really not up to sitting down and writing their story, but are more comfortable sitting down and sharing their story and talking with somebody on a one-to-one. And Capture My Story is a perfect situation to sit down while we talk about their life, and at the end of it, we also sit down and go through their photos. And it's amazing how powerful sitting down and looking at old photos is and the memories that it can evoke. So it's an amazing experience and everybody loves it, and a surprise just how easy it is to capture your story.
I can imagine sitting down with the big box of photos of black and whites with my mum and dad and going, "Mum, who's this in this picture? Who's that in that picture? What happened there?" Isn't that a great thing to be able to share with your children?
It is, Karen, and it's one of those special moments when you can actually get the photo albums out of your closets and out of your drawers and sit down and think about and go over and have a laugh at some of those funny times and memories that we have with our family and friends.
And you know, what about grandchildren? Giving grandparents the present of a voucher or an opportunity to write their story to then share with the grandchildren later.
Absolutely, Karen. You know, I find it so interesting. So many times I've been approached in grandchildren and children wanting to capture their parents' story and giving it as a gift. And you'd be surprised how often the parents turn around and go, "Oh, my life's not that interesting. You don't want to know about it." And you know what the nice thing is? That children and the grandchildren always go, "Well, that's why we're giving you this great gift, because we do want to know about your life story and what makes you you. Like, we want to understand you." And it really helps to build a deeper connection than what you'd be surprised.
I've talked about before how my nieces taught my parents how to use computers and whatever. What about, wouldn't it be great for the grandkids to sit down with the grandparents and help them put the questions and the photos and the books together, like as if they're telling a story together?
Yeah, that's a really special moment for the children and grandchildren to sit down with their parents and grandparents and go through the experience with them. That's a lot more in depth than just sitting there and reading a book.
Yeah.
And everybody gets something out of it. It's a beautiful experience.
And an experience of bonding and
Absolutely.
understanding. And that's what I think in the world today, we lose that experience of bonding, and that whole technology in the field of technology, if you really open your mind up, leads to the younger teaching the older and building that bond.
Yeah, it's very special. And the thing that I think we all have busy lives these days, and we really miss the opportunity to sit down and listen to the stories from past and future and reminisce about those funny moments that we had in life growing up. And I think this is a beautiful way for us to reconnect with that and sharing our stories and passing on wisdom and our life lessons, which are really important to the younger ones.
So storytelling comes down from caveman all the way through our lives, and storytelling is such an important way for each generation to be able to share their lives and the history of our world. How do people find you?
We have a website called ourlifestory.club, and everything that you need to know in capturing your story, preserving it and sharing it is there. We are there to help you to find the easiest way that it is for you to capture your story.
What you're creating is just so awesome, and I know there's many people going to just really love what you have to offer, because I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Karen. Thanks,
Cynthia.